Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time like bumping into one of my videos, hi, how are you? Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and also there's a bell. As a YouTuber I should be very like on job, but there's a bell that actually tells you when I upload a video and notifies you, so you might as well click on that whilst you subscribe, or if you've subscribed already and you haven't clicked the bell, then you might as well do it so that you know when I upload a video. Yeah, this video was going to be about me giving you guys a little bit of a rant. There's certain things I come across on Twitter in relation to Christians and how they portray themselves on Twitter, which kind of gives Christians like in general a bad outlook, and I just thought I should address that topic. I was gonna name the video Twitter Christians, but then after I wrote the notes and kind of got prepared for it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna record this video, but then that day I couldn't record it because of some technical difficulties, so I was like, cool, I'll record it the next day. I had thoughts about the video as to why I shouldn't record it, but I was kind of fighting it, saying no, people must know what I feel about other Christians doing what they're doing. So I was kind of like fighting in my head whether I should do the video or not. And then like during my quiet time, you see, I always come to like terms with certain things, like I always get the answers when I do my quiet time. So yeah, during my quiet time Jesus triggered me. I'm not even gonna lie, I got triggered. I was reading, I think it was Luke, I was reading Luke 6:37. It was Luke 6:37 and 41, which basically says, where Jesus is basically like, how can you say, friend, I want to take a speck out of your eye when you haven't even removed the log in your own eye. And I was just like, Jesus is Lord, like I haven't even finished improving and polishing up my spiritual life and I'm trying to get onto other people. So I just had to be like, Temi, you need to fix yourself up, because who am I to judge? Like, what gives me the right to come and judge somebody else? So we are not going to do that video, yeah? So basically I just thought I should give you guys a little gateway into my thoughts. I like to go for a lot of walks, or sometimes I just like to sit down and just think and take in life and relax my nerves, yeah, and just like, you know, like just taking life and what's going on around me and like where I'm at and like nature basically. When I moved into my last house for my final year at university, my view is basically the sky and a tree. So when I moved in October, this tree was it wasn't really something I would want to look at in the morning. It had no leaves. It was, obviously it's gonna have no leaves because autumn, all the leaves fell off. So and it was approaching winter, so it was just looking very not naturistic. As time progressed, I saw like little like developments in the tree, little buds here and there, and now we are in May. When I open my curtains and the blue sky and the sun is just beaming through my windows, like legit, the tree is the most, no, okay, that stretched it. Okay, it's not the most beautifulest, that's not even a word, but it's really pretty. I feel like I underestimated the power of the tree. You're probably thinking, why am I telling you this? Basically, as I was just in my thoughts, I was like, this could be a life lesson. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Storm Doris. I think it was towards the end of February. There was a storm in the UK called Storm Doris, and like I remember that day so vividly. Like literally trees, everything was just hitting everywhere. Like trees were falling, breaking, snapping, and like whilst I was in my thoughts, I just realized that this tree did not budge. Like, it was so strong in its roots and its foundation that it legit did not go anywhere. Like, it was still there. Without the roots and the strength that it had from the bottom, which, like, it's things that I don't even see. I can't see the roots, it's under the ground. All this that I'm saying is all gonna come together in the end. Like, basically, I've reached a stage in my life where I have successfully, I claim it, finished like 17 years of education. Like, I am done with uni. I've handed in all my assignments, I've completed all my exams, and I'm literally at a stage of uncertainty. It was a stage of uncertainty because thinking about what you want to do for the rest of your life, to me, that's a massive thing. Like, I know what I'm good at, but do I want to do it for the rest of my life? Will it make me be like, yeah, I'm gonna wake up today, I'm gonna go to work? That's why I was a bit like, whoa, like, let me just play around the fields for a bit to see what I actually want to do for the rest of my life. Like, I haven't even reached halfway of my life and I'm trying to think about what I want to do for the rest of it. So because I've, like, you know, gotten to this stage of me going out into the real world, like, I deeped the other day that it can really be incredibly nerve-wracking, and I know I'm not the only, like, undergraduate feeling this right now. I know some people are even still studying and thinking like, rah, I'm doing this course, but do I even like it? Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? Like, or some people are about to graduate and they're like, okay, what next? And as Christians, fear and worry should not even cross our minds because of who our God is. But it's a thing where we're humans, and at times we will worry and we will be like, rah, like, what up, what's gonna happen next? I like to know what I'm gonna go into next. I kind of have an idea of what I'm gonna go into next, but is this what I want, or is this the will of God for my life that will ensure that I will be financially, emotionally, spiritually stable? Like, it's a big ask, and I'm not even 21 yet. I'm not even 21 yet. Okay, fair enough, I'm going to be 21 this year, like in a few months. But like, I'm still young, I'm still a baby girl, and it's a big, like, choice. Let's wrap it all back up, innit? Let's go back to nature, back to the tree. Come with me now to Genesis 1:11 to 12. We are just going to read that quickly. God said, let the earth bring forth grass, the herb yielding seed, and the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind, whose seed is in itself upon the earth. And it was so. And the earth brought forth grass and herb yielding seed after his kind, and the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind, and God saw that it was good. Let's just go back to the beginning of verse 11. And God said, God already spoke life into the earth to flourish and multiply. And before I was born, as the book of Jeremiah says, he knew me. Like, before I was even formed, he knew me. He knew what his will for my life was. He knew what I was going to become. He knew me. With him knowing me and what I was going to become, he already spoke something good into my life. He already allowed a seed to form within me. There were promises that had been set into my life from God to manifest when I get to a certain period or certain stages of my life. And with that seed, it is now my job to use it and take it and run with it and go with it and do something with it. Like, it's like talents. God has given us talents. It's our job to utilize it. If you don't utilize it, like, that's it. No one would ever hear of it, or see of it, or witness it, or whatever your talent may be. No one would know what your talent would be if you don't actually act on it. It takes me back to a tweet that I read on Twitter where some guy was like, if you don't work hard, you'll carry on saying I receive it in church. And as cheeky as that is, it's so true. You can't just keep saying I receive it, but you're not doing anything to make sure that you are receiving it in reality. You get what I'm saying? Do you understand where I'm coming from? God said that, he said let the earth bring forth grass. So he commanded the earth to bring forth grass. Verse 12, and the earth brought forth grass. The earth did that. God commanded, the earth obeyed. It's all about obedience. God has commanded something to be within you in your life. It's up to you whether you want to obey God's word and be the person that he ordained you to be, or it's up to you to not do anything with the seed that he's planted within you. And it's a thing where, back to the analogy that I was talking before about the tree that's outside my window, when there were no leaves or flowers on the tree, like, I wasn't trying to look at it. When you're in a place in your life where you're not doing as well as you think you should be doing, society will look at you like, bro, like, are you not gonna fix up? When are you gonna, be doing what you need to be doing so that you can be somebody on earth? That's not the case. Patience is key. Like, one day to us can be 1,000 years to God. We are not the same. We do not see things the same way God sees stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? So when I say patience is key, like, I never even imagined that the tree would be as beautiful as I'm even seeing it now. Like, I didn't even think it was gonna get to that stage. When you've gone through all those like trials and tribulations and you get to a stage where you're financially, emotionally, spiritually stable, when you get to a stage where you're set good, that's when people want to like appreciate you, but they don't know where you've come from. They don't know the struggle that you've had to endure to get to where you are now. They don't know what you have had to go through. They don't know what criticism you faced, what struggles you faced, what things you've had to endure in order for you to get to where you are now. I have what it takes within me to be what God has ordained me to be. So why am I scared? Why do I have doubt? Why do I have worry when I know I'm gonna be the person that I want to be and more? When I know that I'm gonna be a strong woman of Christ, when I know I'm gonna represent Jesus Christ as an ambassador, when I know I'm gonna make my mom happy, when I know that I'm gonna be a beautiful, amazing woman, when I know that I'm going to be proud of where I've come from and where I am. Like, why am I scared? Why are you scared? Why do you have doubt if you claim that you know Jesus? He has deposited a seed within us, and it is our job to nurture that seed, feed it, like, make it grow into what it needs to be. And I just think, like, we have the biggest reminder around us on a day-to-day basis, the earth. And even though deforestation is happening and people are cutting down trees and stuff is happening, there's still that one tree that's gonna be there and stay strong in its roots and its foundation, no matter what storm may hit it, no matter the struggle. And you should allow that tree to be you. Stay strong, stay empowered, make your family proud, make yourself proud. Like, do what you gotta do to get to where you need to be. We can actually do this. Like, we have what it takes to do what we need to do. It's just that little voice in our ear, you know, that's the devil. Block it out. Block it out. That shit. Oh, sorry for my language, but it can't run. It can't run. Like, I was even frustrated with myself. Like, Temi, why are you thinking thoughts like this when you know who God is. You know what he has done for you. You know what he has sacrificed. You know who Jesus is. You know who your Savior is. So why are you doubting God? Like, I was getting angry at myself for doubting the power of God. And I just don't think that we should be doing that. So I really got emotional in this video, but yeah man, like, this is our future that we're talking about. Thank you so much for listening to me go on, get a bit emotional. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in my next video, guys. Thank you.